All right, guys, we're back. We lost service in that last spot, so hopefully a few people show back up. If not, it's understandable. But yeah, we completely lost service, and so that kind of messed us up. This is deep right here.
It is, yeah.
This might have some fish,
Find this little island here?
especially because let's just check all this out. It's kind of Main Lake-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're back, guys. Sorry it shut off. Kind of sucks. We're probably most of the people who are on here are not going to come back, but it is what it is. That's kind of the joys of streaming on a lake with hardly any service. So hopefully you guys can actually see and hear me. So Colin, how many fish are we on today? We've only been out for a little over an hour, Colin. We've only caught one. Riley caught it, and it was like a little bit over 2 pounds smallmouth bass. So we're hoping to get on a few more with the time we got. Once again, I apologize. The stream shut off. We lost all of our service. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. So if someone can give me a thumbs up or give me some confirmation that you can actually hear me and it doesn't look like garbage, it'd be much appreciated. Snag?
Yeah, I tried to get over it. I saw that little stick up there. I'm going back in there.
That guy, dude.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
So I saw a little stick up there. I was like, oh, that's a snake.
Okay, it looks like I'm getting confirmation from my wife that the stream looks good. So hopefully if you guys come back on, like I said, that's just kind of like what's going to happen when it comes to streaming outdoors in a spot without a lot of service. Is it's just kind of going to suck. But it is what it is. Does Lake Mead have shad, Mike Bush? Yes, Lake Mead has a ton of shad. In fact, these fish's main food source, aside from crawdads, is thread fin shad. So a majority of what these fish eat are shad. Millions and millions of shad on Lake Mead. So appreciate the few of you guys who are coming back. We'll try to keep this rolling until pretty much until my phone dies. So I think I need to switch to a spinning rod though. Might be one of those days.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm sticking it out. Yeah, I caught a decent one on it already, so.
Yeah, they're not really eating this jig too good right now.
What are you gonna switch to? Same thing I'm throwing?
Maybe. I don't know. Chris says that the Walmart on Lake Mead has some clearance lose rods for cheap. That is good to know. If anyone's looking for a rod, hit up Lake Mead Walmart. Apparently. I can't confirm that, but I don't think you're lying, Chris.
That one always has stuff like that.
Mike, do I side scan until I find shad and follow the shad up with live scope? Not really, Mike. Honestly, in the summertime, the shad are really predictable, so you don't really have to use your electronics to find them. The thing with shad is they're always going to be in areas with cover. So shad aren't just going to be out in the middle of the lake unless the fish are chasing them out to the middle of the lake. But for the most part, the shad are going to be like in the backs of sandy coves. Like that's going to be 99% of where they're at. It's going to be sandy and gravel coves that aren't super deep. That's where most... what's that? That's crazy, dude. Oh, it does, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Make a few casts out there. So yeah, the shad, typically like 99% of the areas on Mead where you're gonna find those shad are gonna be like 10 to 20 foot deep coves that are mostly sand and gravel. So that's gonna be like the majority. I mean, obviously you're gonna have your one-offs like everything, but most of those shad are gonna be in those sandier, shallow coves. And so you don't really need electronics at all, honestly, to find those fish. You kind of can just predict them like that. So Austin, do I have or use live bait, AK shad? No, so honestly, well, so I fished with shad before. Believe it or not, I've never fished, well, I maybe once or twice with shad on Lake Mead, but I don't do it frequently. But live shad are extremely effective on Lake Mead. I mean, you can go out here and have 100 fish days on live shad. Austin? Sure, we can, yeah, I can point it like this if you want. I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to see anything, but I can leave it like this if you want. I mean, I'll just kind of flip it back and forth, but this is kind of the structure we're fishing in.
Oh my gosh.
That was professional.
That was stunning. I knew it as soon as I did it. Yeah. One thing about shad is they make such a mess. Scale and whatnot.
Yep.
I don't like the back of it.
No.
At least I go fish the booties.
Dude, we might. You know where I bet would be some fish right now is the Colville tires. Bet you catch them on those.
I bet so.
Like right where you caught that last one in
Yep.
state?
Yep. One problem is I don't have my good jig. I like using for that. But I think you could do it with any jig.
I was gonna say it shouldn't matter too much.
No, I just like that jig.
Austin, got hooked into your channel nowadays. Since I can't be out there, appreciate your channel sharing. Absolutely, Austin. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. My rule of thumb for leader length, typically like a general rule of thumb, it varies, but a general rule of thumb, I usually use about a rod's length. So between like 6 and 8 feet is usually about how much leader I use on your average stuff. There are some certain baits where I'll use a shorter or longer one, but for the most part, I usually use about a rod's length of leader. Barry, I have not broken the repaired rod yet. I was actually just fishing with it for a little while right before I turned the stream on. And it fishes great. I appreciate you repairing that. It's awesome.
There's got to be something on that shell.
Dude, I mean, I'm dropping on it right now.
That's pretty much what I caught the one on.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
The only difference is that one had another shelf next to it. But I mean, that's...
Big old carp on it. Did you see that? Like a 20-pound carp right down there. Huge, dude. Absolute monster carp.
How deep is it? Oh, gosh, that's deep.
Oh, it dropped straight down, yeah.
I didn't quite realize it was that deep. Might be a little deep for that.
Just in the fall or summer, dude. For top water, all these little cuts.
Yep. Even along this, there's just fish up on it.
Yeah.
During the U.S. Open, we were fishing top water on steep stuff.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, if you're looking for... Oh, I thought that was a fish. Guys, if you're looking for custom rod work, or if you're looking to repair a rod, if you want to get a cool wrap, or any custom rod stuff, check out what Barry Madison does. Check out Rabbit Hole Custom Rods. He actually lives here in Vegas. He's an Endow instructor. He just repaired one of my rods for me. And check this out, guys. So I snapped this rod clean in half. He repaired it right there. And he also does all a bunch of custom work. So you see all that custom wrapping right there? So he did all that as well. So also repaired one of my guides. So Rabbit Hole Custom Rods, check them out if you're looking for any repairs or custom work done. And Barry, if you're watching right now, which I think you are, go ahead and drop your like email or phone number or whatever in the chat so that people can find it.
I think still going.
It's deep.
That's still too deep for me. 80 feet is kind of where I draw that line. More so at 60, but
Is LiveScope a game changer? That is a question that can't be answered with one sentence, but
out here, no.
out here where we live, no, not really. It's not. It's definitely helpful. Like, I'll put it this way. I use LiveScope more just to understand the structure I'm fishing around and not to just actually be spotlighting fish. So I don't actually use LiveScope just to stare at it and look for fish that way. I actually hardly ever do that. But what I use LiveScope for most commonly is just looking down at it periodically and getting an understanding of what my structure and contour looks like. So for that, it's helpful because it's like having a real-time side scan, right? But instead of just going to the side, you can look all around. So for that application, it's very useful, right? But for actually just like spotlighting fish out here in Southern Nevada, not really. And yeah, that view is amazing.
On Mojave, more so. They got flats. We don't.
Anyways, guys, let me know if any of you guys have been out on Mead recently. If any of you guys have been out, or wherever you live, you know, where you guys have been, how the fishing's been out there.
Yeah, that one little one right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it. I just want to hit this little cove. Let me know how the fishing's been for you guys, either on Mead or wherever you live. Barry says I might have to resort to the "Here Fishy Fishy" song. Yeah, there's days that it feels like that out here this time of year for sure. There's definitely days that feel like it. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
You might be onto something, Might be onto something.
It's got to be something in this cove.
Yeah, one would think, but seeing as all the coves that we have been fishing lately,
Yeah, in this area at least. I've caught a few in other spots.